Alright, we're about to start the microwave as well. We got the projector on. Let's see how much power we're pulling now. Oh, well, that's not cool. The dryer cycled off. That's hilarious. Oh, there we go. 9.5 kilowatts. 9.6 kilowatts. This is all in the magnesign inverters, guys. Check that out. It's crazy. 9,000 watts on the system. How's it going, guys? It's been a while since I made a video. We're not making hardly any power because the panel's covered in snow. We're supposed to get more snow today, but we're doing a test. Reliable still works great. Magnesigns still work great. The magnesigns are running this room right now, but I'm going to be changing that because we are testing out this new inverter. Check this sucker out. We're doing a test. This is a 6,000 watt. This is the same inverter as David Pose's video of the Ames 6,000 watt. Same manufacturer. This has just come straight from the manufacturer. I'll put a link in the description below of the manufacturer's website. And all in all, I do like this inverter. It's pretty good. And we're just going to do a test. And we got the oscilloscope hooked up, so let's turn it on. Okay, so we are on 60 hertz, 58 excuse me, volts on the input. There's your brand right there. Here's your sine wave. It looks pretty good. There's a little tiny bit at the crossover in the middle, but all in all, it's pretty good. That looks nice in most people's homes. And we're going to turn the 1500 watt heater on. Immediately the fans on this inverter turned on. Oh yeah. They don't play no games. So this one turned on, this one's pulling air, and this one's pushing air. Very interesting. So they have this one, this is where the transformer is. So they have the bigger fan pulling air and it's sucking in here. And that one pulls quite a bit more air than the smaller fan over here that's pushing in. And this one's just supplying the circuit board and the heat sinks enough air to stay cool. It looks like the transformer is what gets the hottest on this inverter from the design of their cooling. See if it gives us a load. How much are we pulling? You might have to have the meter hooked up for that. Oh, it's saying 58% load. No way, there's something messed. Oh, maybe that's because I'm only pulling from one side tap of the transformer. That could be why. Sine wave still looks great. Nothing wrong with it there. Lots of heat coming out. And we're just going to let this run for a bit. 57% load. That must be because it's coming out of one side of the transformer. It is 6,000 watts, but it probably can only do 3,000 watts continuous on one side, 3,000 watts continuous on the other side. 240 is 6,000 watts continuous, and its peak, I'm guessing, I have to talk to the manufacturer, it probably can peak one side at about 9,000 watts on both sides, and then I believe it peaks 18,000 watts on the 240 for a few seconds. Okay, well, it's a nice inverter, I like it. And we're going to let this run for a bit. Obviously, I don't think it's going to overheat. The fans turn on immediately with load, with 1500 watts. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Well, we're on our second load of laundry. This is now an hour, so we're using 7 kilowatts almost. The thing turns on and off, so maybe half of 7 kilowatts. 3,500 watt hours. So when that turns back on, here we go. 7.3 kilowatts, 150 amps. Yeah, everything's working really good. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Alright, so done my 1500 watt load test. Everything seems to be working good. The inverter has a nice little hum to it. Let's see actually. Let's see what the no current load draw is. I believe there's nothing on. Okay. We are sitting at 158 watts. That's, remember, there's 20 watts for the Magna sign. So hold on a second here. I'm going to shut this off and see what it reads. 1 second here. Okay, so we're sitting at 20 watts. Okay. Now let's go in here and turn this on. Let's unplug everything. So there. Now it's on. Now remember, we are at its highest voltage. This thing shuts down at 60 volts. You can't go higher than 60 volts, and we're almost there. So this will pull more power when you're at high voltage, pull less power at low voltage. Not a lot. It'll only vary about 10 watts or so, maybe a little more. What are we at? Holy smokes, what's going on? Why is it so high? Excuse my Kleenex is here. What the heck? The thing takes, so minus 20 watts. The thing takes 130 watts idle. It's interesting. I'm going to have to contact the manufacturer on that, because that is really high. Really, really high. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, let's try power saver. It's gonna, it won't turn on. It does not turn on until it feels something plugged in. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe I'll get a comment from David Pose to see what's his doing power saver. Does it do something? Maybe I have some dip switches I gotta play with or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. Thought it should turn on. Anyways, let's try. So we'll go see what the. So we're sitting at 20 watts. So the Magna signs in standby mode always takes 20 watts. Between the two, I have it, you'll see here. I have AC power running through it. It's on standby, so everything's actually running off the grid right now, just because I know we're supposed to get some bad weather. So we're gonna turn off, we're gonna test how much power the 8,000 watt takes. We're gonna turn off the transformer, because when you buy this, it doesn't come with a transformer. I'm going through a transformer because I'm just using it for 240 loads and stuff. So this is only 110 unless you have the transformer. So we'll do the transformer and no transformer. So let's turn on. There you go. 124 volts. Let's go check out the load draw. Okay, so 8,000 watts, 95 watts on an 8,000 watt inverter, take away 20, so 75 watts to run the reliable electric 8,000 watt inverter. So now if I turn on this, so now we got the 10,000 watt transformer hooked up. What are we at now? Oh, look at that. 175 watts minus 20, so we're looking at 155 watts approximately for that. So I got Mattresses all over. We're renovating the downstairs room now. So I had to take all the bedding out. But anyways, so that doubles, almost exactly doubles what this thing takes with no load. And that only gets more efficient as you pull more power from it. So if you're pulling a couple thousand watts, that's going to be very efficient versus right now. So 75 watts by itself, 155 watts together. This was, what did I say, 130? 131? Let's double check that again. I can't remember. That one is, so minus 20, 131 watts. Wow, 131? No, 135 or something. It was booting. So it's very interesting. So this one takes quite a bit of power idle. I'm gonna also message the manufacturer to see what's up with that. Who knows? Maybe there's something got damaged in shipping. Maybe it's perfectly fine. Maybe that's just the way it is. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. So while I'm doing inverter efficiency tests, I decided to get the 3000 watt reliables out. And this one's the one I modified with the IGBTs, as you can see in here. Let's see if that'll focus. There's a bag here too, so that's gonna, there we go. You can see that they're quite big. They're very close together and touching. This one is original. You can see here the MOSFETs. Let's see, focus you. See how they're not touching? There's a big gap between. They're much smaller. And it's not rust, that's just tuck tape. I had this thing taped in a spot for a short period of time. But let's see here. We're gonna hook these up. We're gonna check the no current or the no load draw, and then I'm going to further test my repaired inverter, see what it can do. Okay, so we got the original 3000 watt reliable plugged in. Now we're gonna look at no load. Okay, that thing is low. Thing takes nothing. Look at that. It's bouncing between 5 and 10 watts. No way. Let's turn that thing off and see what it says. So, off. Let's check again. Let's check again here. Wow, look at that. Holy smokes. That thing takes like no current draw when it doesn't have a load on it. Try it one more time. Ah, look, that could be why. I'm reaching the maximum voltage on this inverter, where without a load, it doesn't want to turn on. Come on, turn on, you. It's trying. That's why it was taking almost no power whatsoever. Okay, so I'm going to start with this light plugged in, and then I'm going to unplug it, and it should stay on. Yeah. Okay, so it's on now. If I unplug it, yeah, see, she's still on. Let's go look at the load draw now. Okay, here we go. It's pulsing. So let's say, I would say a good 10-15 watts it's going to actually take when it's not at its max operating voltage. You can see that the red light is just starting to turn on. We're almost at 60 volts. So let's try my modified inverter and how I hook it up. So take this. How am I going to do this with one hand? Here, one sec, guys. Okay, so this is how I hook up an inverter for the first time, so it doesn't spark too bad. Through a 300 watt light. Now look, no spark. Okay, now turn this on. Here we go. She's on. Okay. That one doesn't have a red light or anything. This one should have a higher no load draw. It does. Not much though. Holy smokes, not much at all. Wow, that is impressive. Between 7 and 15 watts it's saying it takes. That is amazing. Wow. So these little guys are really efficient in comparison. These 3,000 watts, holy smokes, they're really good. And I believe that this one would be more efficient too, but the input stage I repaired. So there could be still something a little funky on the input stage. Like it buzzes awfully loud when I turn it on. And I know when they first sent it to me, it didn't do that. So that could be why the no load draw is fairly high on this. So anyways, so this works great. Let's hook a 1500 watt load onto it. I gotta warm this room up. Somehow, I don't know if something blocked the bottom of that heater. I don't know if my dad turned it down last night or what, but I came into this room, it was freezing. It's still pretty cold in here. This heater is on full blast now. I turned it right up. And when it came in, that wall was cool, like it wasn't heating, so there's something went down. So let's turn this on. Set this to, this thing don't work. Set it to, oh, what's that sound? This thing's struggling. What's going on? Uh-oh, could have a failure here, guys. Why is it struggling so much is what I want to know. Oh, it's going up in voltage. It might be because this didn't like my high input. I don't know. As the input goes down, the output's going up. It's very interesting. It made a very high screech at first too. This is the one I repaired. So hopefully she doesn't go kaput on me. Let's try plugging in another 300 watt light. See what happens here. This could be the death of her. But I mean, if I can't do this, what is it to me? Look at that. It is running it. Voltage did sag. Very interesting. So this should be close to 2,000 watts. Yeah, she's popping out the heat just fine. 300 watt light. It's saying it's 11 degrees in here. It is not 11 degrees. That's why I set it to 15, because I think 15 is like 22 at Celsius actually. Let's see. Yeah, you can back up. It's very interesting. I think the biggest thing is it doesn't like the super high voltage. Other than that, it seems to be working just fine. I haven't used this thing in a very long time either, so who knows. We're gonna run this for a while because these two inverters are going in my work trailer. This one here, this one here. I got a compressor that'll run off either or. So one's gonna charge my 11 volt batteries. I think I got 7 chargers. And one's going to run the compressor. Whichever one has a higher surge, I'm going to run the compressor. I don't know if it's this one or this one. I'm thinking it's probably the original, the one I repaired. I don't know. I haven't checked it for surge, but as you can see, with the voltage drop, it doesn't look super promising past 2,000 watts about the surge. So who knows? Part of the input side might not be working properly that I repaired. But it is running 2,000 watts. The fans haven't even turned on yet, which is surprising because that heatsink is so tiny. We are running 2,000 watts here. See how the voltage does keep creeping up. It's very interesting. Anyways, these will be paired with 8 kilowatts of Chevy Volt battery. Move this. This is screwing up all the camera angle. So 8 kilowatts of Chevy Volt battery. Oh, there we go. In my work trailer, and I just purchased 14 265 watt panels. So we're going to try and put as many on my work trailer as possible. I'm thinking 4. If we could 5 would be sick, but I think we can only put 4. But we'll see. Voltage sag seems to be doing not too bad at 2,000 watts. so we're not looking too bad on this. Anyways, this video is getting long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. I got the 1500 watt heater running on the other reliable. Look at that. Voltage is much better, so I think this one, the original, is going to have a higher surge than this one, which is no big deal. This one still works at least. But whenever you repair an inverter, it's not like it's gonna be like it was before. Sometimes something goes a little funky inside, components half working. It's hard to find everything, at least for me it is. This one, nothing's ever gone wrong with it. This is the first inverter I ever bought, right here, from Reliable. And so I bought this one, what, over 2 years ago. This one I used on my portable battery boxes, run coffee makers, microwaves. I've used tons of it. That's why it's got tape all over it, and it looks all beat up because it's been through a lot. It's been to North Carolina and back multiple times, running the air conditioner. This goes in my house trailer as backup. I have two identical ones. The one in my house trailer is actually one I repaired. I bought broken online. This one has never broken on me. I've never had a 3000 watt fail on me, ever. So that should say something for them. I have repaired them though, because I buy them broken. I do find the 3000 watts are easy to fix for the most part. You can almost always get them working. I've never had one that I couldn't fix. The 8000 watts are a little bit harder, but anyways, as you can see, she's doing great. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. So this is how Canadians get all the snow off their panels. And it's snowing. These will be covered again in no time. Oh well. To the next ones. See you guys later.